Greetings, folks. I am Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of When That New Discovery of an Old Album Becomes a New Favorite, right? When you get in touch and find an album that was released maybe a long time ago, and you missed out on it back in the day, but you discovered it many years later, maybe decades later, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, where's this album been all my life? That's kind of what we're doing with this series here, occasionally dipping into these new discoveries of these old albums that somehow escaped us the first time around or the second and third time around. But you know what? Better late than never, my mother always told me. Today we're going to take a look at an album from a band from Los Angeles that they only ever released this one album. This is one of those great one-and-done bands. From Los Angeles, California, they released this album in 1972 on the Continental Records label, which was a subdivision of Elektra. The band was Goodthunder. Kind of a strange name, right? But very, very cool band. Let's see, take a look there without the glare. It's early in the morning and it's rainy here in the Hudson Valley, and I have to have all the extra lights on because it's so dark outside. So this was reissued by Wounded Bird Records, so that's how I came in contact with this. I happened to see this come up as a recommendation for me for, I don't remember what I was listening to on YouTube, and this came up as a recommendation, and I was like, oh, I know not who that band is. Let me do some research. And the research I found led me to think that this would be something that I would like. And as it turns out, that was absolutely the case. So let's talk a little bit about the band here. So we've got James Cahoon Lindsay on lead vocals and percussion, John DeSaltels on drums, David Hansen, guitars and vocals, Bill Rhodes on bass, and Wayne Cook on keyboards. You might recognize that name, Wayne Cook. He actually also played later on with the band Player. And I believe he also wound up, wasn't he also in Steppenwolf as well? I know he played with a couple other bands. Yeah, he played with Steppenwolf briefly and then Player. Player, of course, became a fairly notable band later in the 70s. Probably one of the greatest yacht rock classics of all time, written and created by them, Baby Come Back, right? So what's this album sound like? Well, first of all, it's a blend of classic 70s, early 70s heavy rock dominated by great guitar work and Hammond organ. There's some psych on here as well. There's some prog on here as well. Very, very cool stuff. So, and the album was produced by Paul Rothchild, who some of you may remember was a very notable producer early on of The Doors and Janis Joplin and lots of other artists to follow. So, they had the big producer behind the album. They were on a division of a major label, but the band obviously did not last, just released this one album. So some very, very cool songs on here. And I think, like I said, if you are a fan of heavy rock from this time period, in the late 60s into the early 70s, I think you'll really like what you hear on this particular record. Got 8 tracks in total. It's 35 minutes. It's not a long album at all. A couple shorter tracks, a couple longish tracks. Got a few of them that exceed 6 minutes long. But if you're a fan of, there are moments, especially on tracks like I Can't Get Through to You and For a Breath, certainly Barking at the Ants, right? There's some big kind of proto-metal riffing going on for those who like it, and the addition of the Hammond organ for those who love Deep Purple, Uriah Heep from this time period. There's some stuff on here like Moonshipped, kind of like Vanilla Fudge, Iron Butterfly, that sort of thing. Some of the guitar work has kind of a beefiness to it, not uncommon with some other American bands at the time like Mountain or Sir Lord Baltimore. Vocals are very well done from Mr. Lindsay. Some of my favorite tracks, like I mentioned, POW is killer. POW is, again, comes to mind too, maybe a little bit of Blood Rock. POW's got kind of this haunting, kind of creepy, heavy vibe to it, kind of like Blood Rock as well. Rolling Up My Mind is a good track, but like I said, my favorites are definitely some of the longer pieces. I think For a Breath, Home Again is really cool. POW and Barking at the Ants are awesome, and those are all the longer tracks where they get to stretch out and jam a little bit. Some blistering guitar work on here. Home Again's got some great guitar work. But if you want just good, fast-paced, heavy rock, like early heavy rock, I Can't Get Through to You, the opener is really, really good. It's also one of the shorter tunes on the album. Yeah, it's just over 3 minutes long. So there's 3 shorter tracks, 1 4-minute track, and then 3, like I mentioned, in the 6+, and For a Breath is 5.5 minutes long. Really, really good. Production's good. It's definitely a good rockin' album, and it's one of those bands you listen to this and you think, man, what this could have been had these guys kind of continued on for a little bit, because I think they bring the goods on here. You know another band that comes to mind too? Captain Beyond. If you like Captain Beyond, there's some kind of cool blending of heavy rock and prog on here as well. Really, really good stuff. So I would definitely check this out if you haven't before. You can still, like I said, the reissue came out on Wounded Bird. You should be able to find this. I've had this for quite a number of years, but definitely seek it out if you can. It's totally worthwhile. Let me give you another shot of what the band looks like there. Very, very cool stuff. Another kind of like oddity from the early 70s, a one-and-done band. I should have covered this on the show with the folks at the UK Connection with Simon and Steven. This is a really, really good one-and-done band. But again, I'm happy that I stumbled upon this a number of years ago. And took me forever to find it, but I found it. I did, and I love it. I do. So that's my pick for today for this episode of When You Discover That Old Album, when that new discovery of an old album becomes a brand new favorite. That's kind of what this is called. So anyway, that's my pick. So if you have any others down below, list them. But we'll see you soon for more of these, right? We'll do these from time to time. So thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options. All down there. Thanks in advance for all your support. It's greatly appreciated, folks. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. Goodthunder is my new discovery of an old band for today. For all you lovers of early 70s heavy rock, prog, and psych, definitely check this out. Do not miss this one. It's a good one. And we'll see you soon here for more. Stay tuned in the coming days and weeks. And I will see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.